Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, so I have a little reminder for you guys. Now, it's easy to get caught up in this guilt energy by way of the bottom of the deck. You see, it looks like what seems to be like a single mother energy. Look like she's trapped with that chain around her arm to her duties of holding down the household. Now, obviously, there looks like the child in the background who is also suffering because of these duties that the single mother has to carry on by herself. But it looks like she takes pride in it, because why would she be ironing something if it didn't need to be ironed? I mean, let alone she could let someone walk around with wrinkles, but this particular person chooses not to. And I can't help but notice the halo over top of their head. So there's some humbleness, there's some humility that comes along with this, pride even, to be able to do this. But maybe is it the kind of pride to where they shut out everyone and everything and said, I got it, I can do this myself, sort of energy. And the reason why I feel that way, not only because that chain around their wrist, but also in the background, it looks like it's like a city skyscape. Couldn't even get that out. But it's like, it seems like there's a world outside, but inside this person feels confined. Like, is it because they want to be there, or are they trying to prove a point to others that they got this, But what's really noticeable is that the child in the background seems to be suffering. But, I'm looking like, okay, so the child has their needs met, and at the same time, they wish things could be better. So, guilt energy, bottom of the deck. But then the wisdom card came out, so you've been granted all kinds of access to knowledge here. It feels very, very earthly in this energy. The green is connected to the heart chakra. So a lot of events that, this person has been through, they're able to pass this wisdom along to others. And it's with the blessing of what looks like the divine here. It's like, yes, please give the messages out that, you've harvested, you've learned from, you've created. Because it looks like they also have what looks like a star energy with a sword handle. I'm kind of getting that, even though I see that's part of the, the monogram in the background. It looks like a sword to me even. So for me, that means truth's coming forth. And then the dove energy, it's giving people peace of mind, even if we talk about swords. So it's like, keep doing what you're doing in that regard to, the information you're giving out, because it's definitely on point and it has the blessings of the divine. Next to that energy is the balance card. So wherever you go, you tend to bring forth, causing people to recognize things for what they are. They may not like what you have to say. This could be a work situation to where the coworkers are always beefing, everybody's talking about everybody, but it's like something about your presence. You come along and you put things into perspective to where people are like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back over to my side and mind my business. But it kept them away from conflict. So I feel like you also carry that sort of energy to where everywhere you walk, every room you step into is going to demand order and balance in that regard. All right, y'all. So panning over to the left, the joy energy is interesting. It's the card that it's on its side, but it's like, it's cause for you to ask yourself, well, what actually brings you joy? I mean, if you have to think about it for a while, then that might be a bit of an issue. So I feel like joy is one of those things that's just kind of all over you. You don't have to tell anybody that you're full of joy. And I'm being told to discriminate the difference between, not discriminate, but I'm not talking about happiness. I'm talking about joy. There is a difference. Joy is something that does not need to be explained, right? Because words can't explain that type of energy. But joy for me, it's like thinking about, okay, if somebody is trapped into this guilt energy, they obviously have no joy surrounding them because they're consumed with like daily activities or either proving some kind of point here, right? By shutting everyone and everything off around them. But, in their mind, they're still handling business, but it's like you're chained to said business and being inside, like confined. But, you have to think about joy. When's the last time you actually were able to say, that you are joyful? You have joy all over you, because what is it that is bringing you joy? That's the question here. Like, what is that natural burst of energy, influence in your life, that euphoria? What is that? Can you name that? All right, so right above the joy energy is the discovery reverse and recovery reverse. But the discovery, I felt like when I looked at that, it's like spirit saying, hello, child. Like they're talking like it's in a tunnel or something, and they're trying to reach you or guide you out of this tunnel. But the only way you'll be able to do that is by that manifestation of love. Love of self, self-love. And the fact that the flower in the card is the same color as the aura of this love energy for the person, spirit's like, hello, can you hear me? That's what comes first. That's what's missing here. It's like that evolution of self-love. Where is that? And I feel like that's directly attached to where's the joy at? Okay, well, we got to go to this part. Root chakra energy. Where's the love? And next to that card was recovery. So in reverse, recovery means, kind of getting up after you've fallen down, or not becoming, a victim to, events that have transpired. But it's like, is this energy lying in this recovery or lack of recovery energy, to where that self-love is lying dormant in someone, and it's keeping them blocked from experiencing fully this joy, and it's blocking them from removing themselves from this guilt energy. Recovery for me means that, spirit again is handed you the key. The key is there for you to grab, but it's like, oh, this key is wonderful. Look at my key. But it's like, can you actually now grab the key and use it to unlock the door, to not only free yourself, but free others, because they're watching you. They see that you have the light. You have, the key is right there, because you're just, you're, look at how she's like waving her hands around this key. It's like people know that you have this key, whatever that is, access to. But it's like, are you now going to take the key and use it? That's the question, y'all. So there's so many questions here. But again, the last time you've experienced joy was when? Like, can you, successfully and confidently give like one answer to that question? So I think that's the challenge here. And yeah, I hope this helps.